Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video, and in today's video I'm doing the same as I did in the Olaf video, which is analyze my gameplay. So I'm playing Orianna in the mid lane, and this is a scrim, so this is actually even better than ranked gameplay. I want to ask you guys to let me know in the comments whether or not you enjoy this type of content. Let me just quickly put down the sound just a little bit. So let me know in the comments if you guys enjoy me analyzing the gameplay. So I need to get into the game immediately because we're gonna do something very nice. So what we are gonna do here is a crazy invade, and I want you guys to look at what we're gonna do. So 5 of us are gonna be invading the red buff, and I just want you guys to see how this goes, because this is a very interesting strategy that I really like. I really like how this goes. Like, we already burned Kai'Sa's flash, and it's true that we're taking damage, but if all 5 of us here focus the red buff, that's what we're saying in the voice call, by the way. Focus red buff, focus red buff. We just get the red buff and we go out. See, the problem of this is, I want you guys to look at bot lane. Our top laner is gonna lose a whole wave, but we denied the red buff from the enemy, and that is quite huge, because the red buff is worth 220 gold plus experience, plus you get the red buff, right? So I really like this. I think, you know, you need to experiment a little bit with invading, and if you guys are playing like trio queue or something, you could tell your whole team in the draft, like, guys, let's go full invade, take red buff and go back. I really suggest you guys to give it a try, because as you can see, it's like really good, because the enemy Jarvan is out of the game right now. He is literally out of the game. By the way, if you want to have an Orianna build, I have another Orianna video that I made last week. I'll put a link to it in the description in case you want to know how to build Orianna, because I explain everything in that video. So here, actually about this game too, we make a lot of mistakes and we do a lot of good plays. I just think this is the perfect game, because it's a very nice game with full of mistakes and great plays, which I can reflect on and talk about with you guys. So here, yeah, Olaf is trying to gank him, and yeah, I'm just chilling in my lane because like we invaded the red buff. Akali is a little ahead of me. It's just I still think it's worth it to invade the red buff like that, because our Olaf is going to be insanely ahead of the Jarvan. Like, let's look what's going to happen over there. What are they trying to do? He's trying to camp him, which I don't really like. Like, okay, look at what they're doing here. 2 of my teammates are invading. At this point in the call, I'm spamming them, go back, go back, go back, go back, because I had to go back and Akali was already there to rotate, which meant I couldn't rotate. So here I'm coming immediately to help them. Like, always rotate to your team, guys. If I went to mid lane here, it was a complete throw, because you want to help your team. So here, look, I give my Olaf a shield, and that's, let's look, and that's how he survives. Okay, I want you to understand how crucial it was that I rotated here. I gave Fiora a shield again, which helped him survive too. It's crucial to rotate in situations like this. The enemy was coming to our jungle, and I did a perfect job of rotating and helping them. It's true that you lose some minions, but we got 2 kills because of my rotation. You see how important that is? So I really want you guys to pay attention to how I play mid lane, macro wise, like rotation wise, because this is what wins you games. This is the game-changing aspect of mid lane. If you, as a mid laner, rotate way more and way better than the enemy mid laner, you can single-handedly win your entire team the game, because you can gank, you can help them with skirmishes. Oh look, the Akali is just fully diving me here, and I get wrecked here. I just got wrecked. Like, I was disrespecting the Akali damage, which you should never do, because Akali can always all-in you like that. It was really stupid of me to just stay ahead and, you know, like, yo, whatever, Akali. No, that was really bad of me. That was a huge mistake. So here I just go back to my lane. Fiora also died against the cannon, which is not very nice, but Dragon is spawning. So at this point, we're telling each other, go back. When Dragon is spawning, you want to go back at like 15 or 20 seconds before the dragon. And Fiora didn't actually go back. And the reason for that is because Fiora is pushing the cannon under his turret. Okay, why? Why do you think this Fiora did that? Let me tell you why Fiora did that. Fiora is not a teamfight champion. Cannon is a teamfight champion. So if it's a 4v4, it's more in our favor than a 5v5. You understand? Like, do you guys understand what I'm saying here? If it's a 4v4, it's more in our favor than a 5v5. So when you are playing top lane, or Baron lane, I should say, as a Fiora. That was a beautiful ult, by the way. When you're playing Baron lane as a Fiora against Cannon, Malphite, you know, these teamfight champions, you want to push. You want to push hard, okay? Try to push them under their turret to force them to stay. Because trust me, that'll be good for your team. Like right now, Cannon is here. Let's just watch how we fight her, actually. Oh, that was beautiful by the Fiora. The Fiora stunned him. And we're all super low here. We just need to back off. See, the problem here is Dragon. We have 3 allies that are really low. And Dragon is up. So what I do here is I try to go back as fast as possible so I can be there immediately. Like, I just want to be there as fast as possible. They can start Dragon here. And we still have a chance to engage on them. But let's see what happens over here. Oh, that was a beautiful escape. I just get the kill. Well, actually, he got the kill. Misfortune. And here, I'm pretty sure they just get the dragon. We really can't do much about it. But what we can do is we can fight. We actually almost took the dragon too. Okay. What do you do if the enemy takes a dragon when they're low? So let me tell you what you do, okay? So when the enemy takes a dragon, like in this scenario, and they were low, you go full in. You try to kill a few of them. And when you get a lot of kills, push mid lane. Not top lane, not bot lane, mid lane. Well, unless you have a huge wave top lane. But your main goal should be mid lane. And it's okay to be split pushing too. Like as you saw, the Misfortune was pushing top lane. But prioritize mid lane. Like right now, we almost have the mid lane turret. And this is going to be really good for us. You'll see later on in the game. Push mid lane. You'll likely get the mid lane turret if you kill like 4 of the enemies. Maybe even if you kill 3. Like that is basically what you should do. Get mid lane after dragon. Okay? What we did here. This was good. So they're trying to get Herald here. And let me see. We have 4 people around the Herald. We should take this fight. Like, you always have to look at the map. There is Kai'Sa and Misfortune in the top. And we just pushed out the Akali. And this was a beautiful engage. Did you see that, guys? Hell yeah. We got the Rift Herald. I got a 3-man ultimate. Braum got a 3-man ultimate. That was just beautiful. And I want to tell you another really good thing that we did in this fight. Let me actually quickly go back and show you, because I really want to show you. Look at this. We are fighting at the choke point. How can I point to it? Like, do you see that? It's the choke point. So it's a very narrow space, which is really good for Braum and Orianna. And it's really bad for their champions. So we should prioritize fighting here. And that is how I hit my massive ultimate. That is how we did this. That is how we ultimately won the fight and took the Rift Herald. Positioning in team fights is super important. You really have to look at your composition and decide where you want to team fight. If you have a lot of... Oh, and Akali is just like... Akali comes out of nowhere and she's gonna go ham on our team. Look at this. Oh. He almost got the quadra kill. That was insane. Whew. Akali is dangerous champion, guys. This anime Akali was really good, by the way. What was I talking about? Yeah, team fight positioning. So you have to look at your composition. Is my composition good in narrow places? Yes, you fight in a narrow place. Is my composition good with diving? Like if you have Alistar, you can fight under the enemy turret when they don't expect it. Okay, so you really have to think. What is our composition good at? There's a hair in my mouth there. You really have to think, what is my composition good at? So what I do here is I continue trying to push the mid lane. I just keep dealing some damage, and I'm not gonna end up taking it here, but we almost have the mid lane turret, and getting mid lane turret is massive because it grants you so much map control. So as I said, look at your champion. Where is your champion good at? Is your champion good at narrow spots? Is your champion good under turrets? Is your champion good in the lane? Like, because it can also be a good way to fight in the lane, because minions might be able to body block. Like if you're playing against a Braum, the lane is a good place to play against Braum, because the minions can body block Braum. And also Blitzcrank, you know? Just think where to fight. You should not only think about how can I hit this ability, how can I do this? Think about how can I outplay the enemy? Where should I fight? What is going to give me an advantage in the game? And these things are the things that are going to distinguish you from like platinum and emerald players. When you get higher rank, this is really what distinguishes like the top players from the great players. Okay, you can be a great player if you're like really good with your champion, but you're not gonna be a top player if you don't understand when you should fight, where you should fight, when you should take a turret, all these kind of things. And that is why I explained to you what I was thinking during the game, and I really hope it helps. I'm talking a lot during this game, and I'm asking you guys to let me know in the comments if you guys like this type of content, because this is something new that I'm doing. I did it earlier with the Olaf video and it got a really positive reaction. It had so many likes and so many views and everything. So I'm trying it again. So let's see how it goes. Here they're like pretty low, and I just need to maintain my range and deal damage. Don't go in too far with Orianna, because Orianna doesn't want to be super close to the enemy. You just want to shoot your ball, and here I tried to kill the cannon, but unfortunately he had his escape. So okay, we killed 2 enemies. Infernal Dragon is up. This was kind of risky what we did, okay? Because the enemy could have potentially gotten the Infernal Dragon. Could have. I'm not saying our call was bad, but if the Kai'Sa was there with some other champion, they could have just gotten the Infernal Dragon. But they didn't, okay? But you always have to be careful when there is a dragon or a baron. Be careful of showing yourself in the opposite lane. And what I mean with that, if there is a dragon in dragon lane, of course, be very careful if your whole team is in baron lane. Because if the enemy can see that your whole team is in baron lane, they can just do dragon. And here we make a big mistake. Look, I want you to look. We go, look at where we go. Me and Fiora and Braum. Me, Fiora and Braum. Look at this. Did you see what we did? Let me just quickly show you again. Wait. Here. Okay, look. Now we could have gone back. What do? Fiora dives too far, he dies. Braum dives too far, he dies. I dive too far, I die. 3 free kills. We gave them 3 kills to Kai'Sa. And this mistake, this mistake was so big because the Kai'Sa got like ultra fat from this mistake. And actually the Misfortune picks up another kill, which is very nice. But this mistake was so big. Like, I really want to stress to you how big this mistake was. Because after we got the Infernal Dragon, we could have gone back and taken the big W. You know, we took the dragon, done. But instead, we go under their turrets and we dive. And I want you to look at our composition. Do we have Alistar? No. Do we have Lee Sin that can gank under turrets? No. What do we have? We have Olaf that is like an in-your-face champion, but not really a turret dive. And we have Braum. What is Braum? He's like a defensive champion, not a turret dive champion. You see why we lost that fight? We went and fought in a way that doesn't fit our composition. And that is how we did that big throw. Like, if we knew, if we were actually thinking more there, like, our composition is not good at turret diving and we just got dragon, we can chill and go back. Then we wouldn't have made that huge mistake. But we just wanted to chase kills and then we killed ourselves, which was insanely stupid. We even gave the enemies Baron from that, so yeah. And here, like, I'm actually doing so much damage and I think I'm gonna fight... No, never mind. I was kind of trying to bait the Akali here because the Braum was ready to gank, but the Akali didn't fall for it. So, Kennen is in bot lane, Olaf is defending against Kennen, we're 4v4 over here. I'm just trying to zone them here, deal some damage, because that's what Orianna can do. You know, you can just shoot your ball and deal some damage. And what I tell my teammates here is just defend. They're doing 1-3-1, which means 1 top lane, 3 mid lane, 1 bot lane, which is actually very strong with Baron. And unfortunately the Fiora died against Kai'Sa, which means they have to rotate. So here I have to give up my turret. And that is why it was so important for Fiora to not die. Actually, I don't have to give up my turret because it seems like they really want to save the Kai'Sa. They could have pushed my turret. So here I fight Kai'Sa again. It was a beautiful ult, but he still killed me. He just killed me again. That was, you know, that was just a 1v1. I kind of got wrecked, I'm not gonna lie. You shouldn't really try to fight an Akali 1v1. Like, you're often gonna be losing that. And I was really disrespecting the Akali damage again. They could have gotten the mid lane through. This was a mistake on their part. So when Kai'Sa killed our Fiora, they should have let the Kai'Sa. You know, they should have just let the Kai'Sa push mid lane. They would have gotten a free mid lane turret, they would have killed me too, and it would have been way better for them. But instead, they rotated to save the Kai'Sa and they didn't manage to get the mid lane turret. So here, I hope we don't go too far again. Yeah, good. Here we learned from our mistakes. We don't dive too far. We just chill. You know, we didn't get the kills. Relax. Go back. Okay, here. Now the game is quite even. We got the Infernal Dragon. They got the Green Dragon. They're a little ahead, but it's okay. Like, the problem with this game is also I have 10 assists. I didn't get many kills. I only have 2 kills. But it's fine. Like, I'm still pretty strong. Even though Akali has killed me like twice, I'm still pretty strong in this game. So they're rotating to Fiora here. We're telling our teammate that they're rotating to him. Kai'Sa is here. Free kill. Kai'Sa free kill. It should be a free kill. So what do we do here? Misfortune died. This was so bad, okay? This should have been a free kill. Should have been a free dragon. But unfortunately, Misfortune died. And what I think we should have done is that Misfortune should have ran. We should have just defended Misfortune. We should have done the fight a little better. We should have rotated a little faster and saved the Misfortune. My screen froze. I hope it's okay for you guys. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so the dragon is up. And let me just look at bot lane. That's saying well. I think bot lane is going to push the enemies. Oh, Akali's fighting me again. I do a beautiful ult and I kill the Akali. Very nice. Finally, I killed the Akali 1v1. Very nice. And here we need to kill them. What I tell my team here, we kill Akali, fight. So Akali is basically the main carry of the enemy. No, Akali and Kai'Sa. If you kill like a big damage dealer of the enemy, you can make these crazy plays, like dive them and something like that. Because when you kill our big damage carries, you have such a massive advantage in fight. So here, yeah, look, Fiora is going in. And actually, he made Kai'Sa waste ultimate. I save Fiora and we go out. This is good because now Kai'Sa wasted her ultimate, which means we can get free Baron. Because Kai'Sa cannot engage anymore, okay? So when you kill enemies, you can make these more riskier plays, dives, things like that. But when it's a 5v5, don't do it. Unless your composition allows it. Unless your composition allows it. And how do you know if your composition allows it? So the way that you can know it is basically by understanding all the champions. And you don't have to be like super good at all the champions to understand them. And you just have to understand when they're good. So let me give you examples. Fiora, good at 1v1s, split pushing. Alistar, good at team fighting and good at turret diving. Braum, good at defending his allies. And yeah, good at defending his allies and destroying assassins that are trying to go in. Things like that. Orianna, good at zoning with your big ball and your big CC abilities. Jinx, good at team fights where she can stack up and do massive damage. And Jinx is also good after you get a turret, because then she gets the bonus attack speed. But do you see my point here? You have to think of every champion, when are they good, and how should you use their power. So look at here. They go all in for me. I use stasis, I flash, I use shield, everything. They waste, and I hit a beautiful ultimate, beautiful. This fight was perfectly played by me, perfect. And I want you to rewind actually, because they wasted so much time on me. They wasted so much time trying to kill me. They used all their resources. They used literally everything to kill me because I had stasis, I had flash, I had barrier, I had ultimate, everything. They did manage to kill me, but we got 4 kills for it. So, actually we got 3 kills for it. So, that is why stasis can be really good. You know, stasis is obviously very nice if the enemy all-ins you. And here they try to end, but the Kai'Sa just doing so much damage. The stasis did beautifully there. I'm pretty sure they should be able to end here, right? Like, come on, you. Yeah, there it is. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments. Again, like, the more people let me know in the comments, the better I know, because I want to make good videos for you guys. I want to make informative and fun videos for you guys. So let's look at how much gold, how many kills everyone had and things like that. Here, I did a lot of damage actually. I did the most damage in my team, so I did a pretty good job in the mid lane. And here are the builds. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see, 1 second, you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.